It's Vlogmas time. Oh yes, it's Vlogmas time. I'd like to bring some Christmas cheer while we are stuck inside. Hi friends, today is Saturday, December 5th, and I'm waiting for my friend's Zoom party. And this is probably the weirdest intro I'll ever do. We're doing a favorite things party, and each of us was given a friend to send a gift to. I sent a gift to my friend Jennifer Thomas, and she sent one to me. It came from Amazon, and I can't wait. My virtual background is my friend Jen's living room. She usually has the party in her house. Hi, Jen. I was just doing my Vlogmas intro for the day, and I realized I could just show my computer screen. This is making me laugh so hard. So this is my friend Jen, and she has a YouTube channel too. And her channel is called A Little Family Fun. Yeah, if you want family friendly, Jen's channel is the place to be. And I'm going to her house later, outside, to work on something top secret. My kettle's whistling. I gotta get my hot chocolate. I like your sequins. I'm realizing no one's getting the audio for this. The favorite things party was a lot of fun. Jennifer gave me this sweet ground powder chocolate and cocoa and this Yankee candle. I gave her a microplane and a bottle of fresh nutmeg. Sometimes I'll steam some milk and add some fresh nutmeg, a cinnamon stick, and a little bit of honey, because I'm not a fan of tea and I don't always want hot chocolate, but I love hot chocolate. But when it's late at night and it's really cold, sometimes I just want a warm drink. The microplane is awesome for zesting lemons, and it grates fresh Parmesan so easily. It's unbelievable. Mine got bent, and I have one on my wish list for Christmas. So I'm looking forward to using one again. I got sick again today, and then I ended up editing yesterday's footage in bed on my phone. And then when I went to save the video, it said there wasn't enough space. So I deleted a bunch of stuff, and it still said I didn't have enough space. So now I have to edit on my computer, which is having issues, and do the entire thing over. And I'm mega frustrated. I still have a virtual recording I need to send in. I'm having sinus issues. This day is not going smoothly, to say the least. And I'm going to show you some of my favorite things later, if I get a chance. As I was saying, Jen's channel is called A Little Family Fun, and her entire family participates. She doesn't have to blur out anyone in her family or mute their laughter.
But you're not bitter about that, right?
No.
Yep, I don't have to do all that crazy stuff, so that's nice.
And I like to make family videos, but it doesn't really feel like a family video when I have to constantly edit someone out or make sure the camera's aimed a certain way. And plus, it would have been a win-win to be able to make some home videos for our family and have the whole family in it. And now I feel like I need to make a second version of our trip to Utah that has my husband in it.
Oh my gosh.
How do you get your whole family to...
You know, I think when we first presented the idea of having a family YouTube channel, the kids were kind of like, no. Especially the older ones, you know, the teenagers that really care a lot about what people think.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, I think just the way we talked about it and stuff, we were just like, you know what, this is what we feel like we should be doing. We want to do it as a family. It'll be way more fun if everybody's a part of it. And we came up with a whole list of fun ideas, you know, and we involved the kids in that process. So they kind of bought into the idea of being a part of it. And I have to always get their approval before I post stuff. So I have to show them the
Oh,
videos ahead of time, and then they say, "Oh, I don't like how I look there," or whatever. And so
uh-huh.
I will change things sometimes, you know, but most of
Yeah.
the time they're fine with it. And we
I'm
just
pretty mindful about that
yeah,
too, as
yeah,
kids enter their preteen and
right.
teen years.
Yeah, it's important, you know. I mean, everybody wants to feel confident about themselves and not have embarrassing, you know, things they're embarrassed about
Yeah.
swimming around the internet. So,
I was embarrassed about plenty of things when I was a teenager.
yeah, yeah, me too. I think everybody feels that way.
Like, what was I self-conscious about? Oh, my butt. It's always been big. Well, it doesn't help that I have lordosis, and so I have like the curved lower back. So it makes you look like you're sticking your butt out anyway.
Oh my gosh. I think unless there's somebody that happens to look like Barbie, which there are those people out there, you know. Um, but most of humanity, I think, has things about their physical appearance that they don't feel the most confident about. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, what do you enjoy about being a YouTuber?
Well, you know, I think I think one of my favorite things is because our channel is about having family fun. Um, it, you know, let me take a step back. We have 6 kids, and they range from almost 18 down to 2. So we've got everything going on right now. You know, we're potty
Mm-hmm.
training, and we're also about to send our oldest off into the world, and everything in between. Um, so I feel like our lives are just so full and crazy. And the thing I love about the channel is that it makes us prioritize having family fun because we have to make content.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it makes us sit down and look at the calendar and say, okay, how many videos do we want to put out this month? Let's do 2. That means we're going to film this day and this day. What do you guys want to do? You know, and we'll brainstorm, come up with fun ideas. And it just makes it more of a priority for us than I think it would otherwise be. I think it's one of those things that easily can get put on the back burner because it's not
Yeah.
screaming at you like a lot of other things in life do. So,
We have a range of ages too, and we have the worst time getting everyone to agree
yeah.
on what we want to do.
Yep. There's
And
that too.
my family, we tend to be followers. If someone invites us to do something, yeah, okay. You guys are really good at just like making things happen. You guys are leaders.
Well, I think, you know, I'm the kind of person that if I get an idea that I'm excited about, if I get a little bee in my bonnet, you know, I just make it happen. So
That's awesome.
I'm
And
kind of a doer.
I'm usually willing to do things. Like one of my friends wanted to do a zombie escape room for her birthday, and I said, yeah, okay.
Awesome.
But I'm not the type to go looking for something like that
Yeah.
and make that happen. And we didn't escape because we didn't have a full group, but we got really close still. And it was funny. I mean,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
one of the most entertaining things I've ever done.
Oh my gosh. I need to do an escape room. I still haven't done one. So I need to enter that world.
And then another time, she turned 40 and she decided she wanted to go to Skate King. And
Oh my gosh.
I was just telling her about this Saturday Night Live skit with Emma Stone. Hey everybody, have you heard the news? I broke my arm. She broke her arm. And so as the it's about how there's always a cool girl who breaks her arm. She gets a cast, and everybody wants to sign her cast. So sign my cast, sign my cast, sign my cast, yes, sign my cast. So the skit goes on, and then she falls again. Hey, everybody, have you heard the news? I broke both arms. She broke both arms. And then it's, I broke my leg. And
Oh my gosh. That's so
I
funny.
broke my leg and both my arms. And by the end, she's got more and more injuries
Oh my
until she's
God.
completely incapacitated. So I showed this to my friend Chris. Then we go to Skate King, and she falls and breaks her elbow.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh, Sarah, you totally jinxed it.
And we were dressed. We were dressed 80s style. We just looked like a bunch of middle-aged women having our midlife crisis.
Yes?
So she was wearing hot pink and like a tiara and I don't know what else. And so we go to the desk and ask if they have a sling. They said no, but here's a sweatshirt from the Lost and Found.
Are you serious?
It had puffy paint on it.
Oh,
we tried to make that into a sling.
Oh my gosh.
It didn't work. So we looked at our friend. We looked at our friend who had this like bright turquoise scarf. And we said, hey, that would probably work. So here's Chris wearing a hot pink shirt, and now she has a neon blue sling.
Oh my gosh.
And then we said, hey, let's move this party over to the urgent care.
In our 80s clothes. Oh my god.
We all went to the urgent care.
You all did?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
We're all sitting in the waiting room looking like a bunch of freaks.
Yes.
And this other group comes in and they're wearing just bathing suits and one of them doesn't have shoes.
Oh my gosh.
And they were with a friend. Their friend broke his hand and he wouldn't tell them how because he was too embarrassed.
Oh, are you serious?
I'm serious.
Oh my
And
gosh.
they said all we know is that he punched something that was like a wall but wasn't a wall. And then they went rafting. They went rafting with his hand injured, and then one of them lost their shoes in the river, so that's why they were barefoot.
Oh my goodness. You know, I'll bet the people in the urgent care or the emergency rooms have the weirdest stories.
What was funny is a couple of us had gone in with Chris, and another friend came in and said, hey, there's a group out there wearing their bathing suits. And I said, I feel kind of threatened, like maybe they're more interesting than us. So I need to go see what that's about. So their friend comes out with a cast or something on his hand, and we all cheer for him. And he's like, what? And we said something like, so what did you punch? And he goes, they know about it? And we said, yeah, we know you punched something that's like a wall but wasn't a wall. And by the end, my friend and him did a little kind of injury bump. So he bumped his fist to her elbow.
You look very nice in my family room, by the way.
Thank you. I love Jen's family room. I've never been in it for reals, but now I feel like I have.
Just virtually.
Can you make this a 360 photo?
That would be nice. I should do that.
So we sing in the same choir together, and when we started doing Zoom meetings, at first I tried to do like a theme, like, hey sopranos, let's dress like this. Like we wore our old outfits that we've been wanting to burn that just weren't attractive or flattering.
Oh my gosh.
Anyone.
That brought back a lot of memories putting that on again.
So we showed up to our Zoom rehearsal. Actually, it wasn't even a rehearsal yet. We were just kind of connecting every week. And then we did a thing where I said, hey, everyone get some red vines and we'll pretend to pass them to each other. So our choir is like family.
Yep.
And most of my breakdowns during this pandemic has been over not being able to sing with my friends. That's always the thing that kind of pushes me over the edge.
Yep. It's been hard to not be able to do that. And especially this time of year for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that we have something special to work on.
Yeah. Me
So
too.
your favorite things party was so much fun. I went around my house late last night after editing for the second time. And showed a few of my favorite things, but I was so dang tired I could hardly think. So we'll see how that turns out. These are my two favorite cleaning sprays, thanks to my friend Christine. Before she moved away, we used to get together and clean each other's houses. And it was a lot of fun. One day I was cleaning her dining room table with this stuff, and it's almond scented. And I just fell in love with it. And it doesn't even have the slightest fumey smell. Same goes for this grapefruit cleaner. And the stores have been low on cleaning products, but I'm happy to say I was able to buy 2 more bottles of it. This is another one of my favorite things. My mom made this for me years ago. It's very special to me. I love musical instruments. Pretty much all of them. Maybe not the kazoo or the recorder. Maybe a professional could change my mind. We've collected lots of instruments over the years. Sometimes they're gifts or a super good deal on something used. My husband got a kit and built this amplifier. That was quite the project. And these crates have tons of different types of music in it. There's one that's violin music, one that's choral, piano solos, guitar. It's crazy. Let me know if you're ever interested in seeing my collection. It will be chaos. We even have an auto harp up there, but it's not tuned. We don't have a tuner for it. It's horrible. More guitars. I love this candle simply because I made it with my friends. We used to be able to get together once in a while, and while our candles were cooling, we would play games. Speaking of games, I love Balderdash, and Loaded Questions is probably my absolute favorite. I love this U2 book that my sister-in-law gave me. They're my favorite band. And I love this crystal basket. This sweet old lady gave this to us when we got married, and she made it a point to tell me, I wanted to get something extra special for you. You may have noticed this on our wall. Carmen and I did this painting together at a mother-daughter activity. Happy little trees. I love my Bob Ross calendar. Some black and white photos of Eric that my sister-in-law took. Old family photos, including my mom and her mother, my dad feeding my aunt a bottle, my sister and I, my grandpa, who was in the Navy. He was actually at the bombing of Pearl Harbor, and me and my siblings. A long time ago, I decided that if I ever actually designed my kitchen to look cool, I would make it look like an Italian restaurant.
It was so fun, though. It was so fun to see people's faces and just to hear about what everybody's favorite things were and what they're looking forward to. Just sharing positive vibes right now. So fun.
So what has been your favorite video as a family?
Oh my gosh, Sarah, that is a hard question.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I'll let you think for 10 minutes and then I'll just sit here and wait.
We did a battle rap.
That's right. It was
for
awesome.
Everybody in the family, including the 2-year-old. And it was a really interesting experience because we were inspired by Comedy IQ, which is a show that's on BYU TV, and they take these teenagers, and it's kind of a reality show, and they're seeing which one is going to be the best stand-up comedian by the end of the show. But one of the challenges they did one week was everyone had to do a battle rap where they talked about their insecurities and the things that you normally want to hide from the world, you know. But when you're in comedy and you're doing stand-up, you can't have those things hiding inside. you're much more authentic as a comedian if you are just willing to be real.
Mm-hmm.
And so we thought, this is going to be really crazy, but we want to do it. So every person in my family wrote a battle rap. And anyway.
Was the editing really hard on that? That seemed like it would have been
it's a different thing than
Mm-hmm.
just making a video about how to play a game or, what we usually do. It's a
Mm-hmm.
totally different thing. It's like making a music video, So I learned a lot. We even got out the green screen for the last 2 that I did, and I learned how to do green screen editing. And so, yeah, challenging.
Yeah. Each person in her family had an alter ego. So they had like their negative inner voice, and then it shows how they push against the inner voice that tells you that you're not good enough.
Yep.
So,
yep.
I like that.
Yep. But I think in the end, it was a hard thing to do, especially for some of my kids that didn't want to be public about some of their insecurities. But
I love people that are authentic like that, because those are the kind of people who have helped me, rather than the people who just always say, "Oh, I'm fine."
Right.
And just never share anything, and just kind of have the image of perfection.
Yeah.
And
I think that's one of the reasons why we wanted to do it, because with our YouTube channel, what we put out there is, look at this big happy family that always does fun things together. And that's kind of how we come across on our YouTube channel. And it's because we're trying to inspire people to have ideas of simple ways to, do that.
It doesn't mean you're perfect. You're not going to show you guys playing a game and then there's a big fight we had.
Even though that's real, we don't want to take up people's time watching us fight about stuff. We're trying to inspire and uplift. But we wanted to also put out kind of a more real side of our family too, and show that we can be vulnerable and that we struggle with stuff just like everybody.
Thanks so much for the fun party. And how many years have you been doing that party?
It's been sporadic. Sometimes I'll have a friend that throws a favorite things party. So I think I've done it a couple of times myself, and I've attended it other years at other places, but I just love it. It's one of my favorite things. You know what? I think all the gifts yesterday were so thoughtful and just amazing. Just awesome. I loved it.
They were awesome.
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny that I had just told you, I'm out of hot chocolate mix. And then I opened the cocoa from Jennifer.
That was perfect. That was just...
It was. Oh, there was this one time we went to my in-laws for Christmas, and we went Christmas shopping before we went there. And I went to Target, and for some reason I felt like I should buy my sister-in-law and her husband an air mattress. And I was thinking, they're probably going to bring one with them. This is kind of a weird thought. But I followed through, and I bought the air mattress. And when we got there, the first night, my brother-in-law complained that the air mattress deflated. Oh. And we're in a really small town where the store may have been closed at that point when he realized it. And I go, do you want one of your gifts early?
Perfect. Oh my gosh. That was inspired, Sarah.
He couldn't even believe it. It was so funny. Well, I'm excited to see you next weekend.
I know.
Far away, outside.
Yep. In a social
project that we're working on. It's a
know.
secret.
It's gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
Super excited.
Okay, well, have a great day.
Thank you. Bye, Sarah.
Bye. Those are just my tangible favorite things, but my most favorite things are things that you can't buy. Thanks so much for watching, and I really hope I see you tomorrow.